So my name's Kiara Smith. I attend the Institute of Holistic Nutrition in Vancouver. I came there for a year's course from the Bahamas. So I came across Chantal when we had our co-op placement opportunities, and she came up, and I was really interested in herbal medicine at the time. And so I figured, why not fully immerse myself on a farm, learning from one of the best at what she does. I originally started the Western medicine route, but I felt throughout my studies that something was missing. And it was always like the preventative way of healthcare. Like there was people getting sick, people being pumped with medication, and then there would be this vicious cycle. No one was asking the question, so how do these people get sick in the first place? And how can we get them not to be here? And so I just took a leap of faith, and I said that I wanted to be the person that started the shift in culture where people prevent disease as a way of life, more so than just become sick and then treat and then eventually pass away. So yeah, that's what really, it became like a life goal and a life mission for me, versus just like having a job and having a career and it being, financially sound, but not having a heart or a passion for nutrition like I do. A part of my overall dream was to eventually, with my family, because we have a large amount of property back in the Bahamas that my grandfather owned at some point. And my uncle, upon retiring, he said he wanted to do farming. But no one in our family has ever farmed before. And so I was like, okay, I'm getting into nutrition, and, growing organic-based foods will come into play in some ways. So for me, being at Innisfree, it's good to see like what goes into that, because you dream big and you say, oh yeah, I want to eat organic, I want to grow my own food. And then you see, okay, weeding takes 5 hours a day, harvesting is fun and you get to try nice things, but it's also like hard work. You're out in the sun and, so I feel like anybody who wants to get into farming or organic living, it's good to see the hard work behind the scenes that I feel like a lot of people don't see. I met Chantal primarily at the herbal gathering a few months ago. And then I spoke with her briefly through email and on a phone call. They've been, as a couple, very welcoming. Their home feels like our home. And as far as mentorship goes, I feel like what we have here is invaluable because they both are so very passionate about what they do. It isn't just a job, or it isn't just a place. It's like their lifestyle. It's who they are. And so it's very admirable to see them as a couple living their dream and having people come and share and be a part of that. Like since we've been here, like they seem to have an open door policy, and it's amazing how so many persons come and just have lunch. And we've met so many different persons because they've created this space where people feel at home and people feel like it's a getaway, it's a healing space. But so far, like we've had classes with Terry about microbiology, which have been interesting because we're digging in the dirt all the time and we're seeing all this life beneath our fingers. And, he's going into the details about bacteria and microbes and stuff like that that we take for granted. So that's been pretty interesting to see it come to life before us. But we're all looking forward to Chantal's return and, being able to go in the garden with her and make stuff and really solidify what we've learned in our nutrition school.
Who is kind of on the fence or kind of contemplating signing up for next?
Well, I definitely tell them, like, be prepared to work hard. Like, and it's rewarding. It's not like, you're working hard and you feel kind of depleted. Like you work hard and you feel rewarded at the end of the day when you clear down a path or you realize that, oh, like I've watered this plant. And when someone else comes to appreciate it, like I was a part of sustaining what we see and what we appreciate. So I would tell them that it's not just what meets the eye. Like you come and you, like on our days off, you can feel this healing that happens within yourself just being on the property, which is magical. So I feel like anybody who wants to come, be prepared to work hard. You're going to be around some amazing people, amazing food. That's always like we're waiting for lunchtime every day. Jerry's an amazing cook, just putting that out there. And yeah, just being around people who love doing what you love to do or what you're passionate about, I think is the perfect space for that as far as nutrition and herbal medicine goes. For me, I really wanted to just be around Chantal and like the business aspect of it. Because we're all about to be entrepreneurs, and it's good to have a mentor who's been there, done that, able to tell you about not just their successes but their failures. And for me, I guess taking away, once I speak with her about those kind of things, like putting it into my own practice when I go back to the Bahamas, you know, how to deal with clientele, how to choose certain herbs, certain ways of patient management, things like that. I think it's going to be invaluable to learn from her because she's been in the business for almost 30 plus years. Yeah.
Is it something, this approach, is it something that's accepted in the Bahamas, or is it going to be a bit of a challenge?
We don't really call it herbal medicine. It's renowned as bush medicine. But I like the fact that someone like Chantal, she actually went and she did her master's, and you know, there's science-based backing, there's research backing the things that she's doing. And I feel like when I go back, like having learned from someone like her and the lecturers at my school, and knowing that it's not just a folk tale, it's an actual science, I think people will respect it more back at home. It won't just be like a grandma's tale or an old widow's tale. So I guess I'll be responsible for kind of educating more persons and getting the word out there. I guess that's another thing that being here kind of spurred for me, like the desire to go to the different islands that we have and kind of go foraging and find the local persons that do believe in the folk tales and the bush medicine and learn from them. And, you know, of course, find some scientific backing to help me along the way, and to just start something in the community, like get people more hands in the dirt again, outside again, like really knowing where their food comes from. So that's definitely a part of my dream.